The one thing that I hear a lot of people say about failing at something, they always say something like, it just wasn't your time. You know, it wasn't your time. Maybe the timing wasn't just, it just wasn't there for you yet. It wasn't meant for you yet. And even though that I do believe that is true, it doesn't really get rid of the fact that you sometimes feel like a failure. And I just don't want to feel like a failure anymore. You can go ahead and say a bunch of things, right? Oh, all these things to make yourself feel better. Watch a video, watch movies. And it's kind of ironic because you're probably watching this to feel better. And I hope it does. If you feel like a failure and you're watching this video, I hope you feel a lot better knowing that someone is in the same spot as you. I always see people succeeding. Everyone around me succeeds. Some people are going to med school. Some people gone to schools they want to go to. Some people pass the classes. You see so many people around you, especially on social media. I mean, then again, it's social media. People are going to post only their accomplishments on social media. Not me. Not here. Not today. Not this channel. We are going to talk about the things that we don't want to talk about. People don't want to really say openly. And the problem with that is that you don't get to see if people have the same problems as you. So the problem is that I feel like a failure, and I don't want to feel like a failure anymore. And it's not like I'm not trying. It's not like I'm not. It's not like I'm goofing off and just slacking off. It just I am trying, but also there is a part of me that also feels like I'm not doing enough. So I have no reason to be upset of me being a failure if you're not even putting in the work. Like I'm on two sides. There's two sides of my thinking. One side is that I'm trying, I'm putting as much effort as I can. And then another side of me is like, you didn't put enough effort. You're just taking a break because you feel like you put in a lot of effort, but you didn't. Those are the two sides. And I don't know. Lately, well, actually, not even been lately. It's been a while. I've been feeling like this. Ever since I graduated high school, which is a while ago, I don't know. I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I want to feel like I'm not worthless. I want to feel like I am important. I want to feel, of course, you want to feel like you're living, not just existing. And it's always nice when you're going through the motions of life. It's always nice to have somebody with you because it makes life a lot more manageable. But sometimes you just don't have that person, or you just don't have those people. And maybe, life just doesn't work out the way it does. People say they always have something to say. Like I said earlier, if you feel like a failure, if something didn't work out for you, that just means that it wasn't your time yet. And maybe the time will come where it happens. Whatever you hoping for, whatever you are wishing for, it happens. But it's just a waiting game from that point. You know? like I'm starting to realize that in life you really are just shooting your shots blindly. Hopefully it goes in. Cuz the thing is that you don't know where to aim at. You just got to hope that whatever direction you aim, you throw it and just hope it goes in. You don't know in life, you don't know which direction you're going. You're really going into life blindly and just shooting a bunch of stuff, hoping that things work out. And I accepted it. Thinking that way, it makes sense. I believe it. It makes life a lot more manageable. Makes me feel like a failure less. But I'm already 21, and it makes more sense if I was just drinking. But I'm dieting, so obviously, and ice is a lot better. But that's all. That's all there is to really say about that. But like I said, life goes many different ways, many different directions. I don't know. I just don't want to feel like a failure. I just don't want to be a failure. And I'm trying very hardly to not be one. But the thing is, I'm not looking for something super grand. I'm not looking for something that's super amazing, super flashy. I just don't want to feel bad anymore. Every single time I hop into the gym, I'm doing my set. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I get body dysmorphia. Like when I don't look at myself in the mirror, it's weird. It's like it's like as soon as I get a pump in, as soon as I'm working out, and I see I see that pump, I feel good. I feel good, right? I feel a lot better about myself. But then I hop out of the gym and now it's like I feel like a failure again. But that's the thing, is that the gym is the highlight of my day. You know? But it shouldn't be. And that's the big problem, is that the gym is supposed to I'm starting to realize that like even though you are a let's say you're a pro bodybuilder, right? Let's say you are Sebum or you're Urus or Urs Kalazinski. I probably butchered that name. I think I'm saying it right, but you know who I'm talking. If you're into bodybuilding, or you're Max Verstappen, if you watch F1. Like the thing is that all these they're just careers, right? In a way, they're more of a career, and outside of that is more like it's like a hobby, you know. Like the way I explain it, it's weird. I mean, sports I think sports is actually completely different than everything else. Like if sports is a main career, or any art is a main career, like anything that has a contribution to society. Okay, let's all be honest. Sports, that there's no contribution to society. Literally, besides it is just entertainment. In a way, technically it does. Like it gives us entertainment. It gives us something to look for. So in a way, it does benefit society. But you know what I mean. It's not like directly. Like it's not like a doctor where you're literally you're actually helping a patient. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know the difference between those types of jobs and those you know the difference between the types of jobs. But like the thing is that when I go into bodybuilding, it just it like that one part of is the highlight of my day, and my whole day just feels a lot better. I don't feel like a failure anymore. I mean, it hits me every single time, like every now and then. But the point is that the gym helps me not feel like a failure anymore. It helps me. Like when I feel like a failure, I put all that frustration. If I feel lonely, I put all the problems in my life into that one set. that one rep. And it goes away. But it comes back again. You know, when you're all alone, you just